Hi everybody, it's Zane and I am back with something that you have been seeing all over YouTube, and I thought to myself, baby, let me make my contribution to the Dossier perfume reviews or hauls. So I can't say that this is going to necessarily be a review of each one, but I just want to share, my thoughts on the Dossier brand, the fragrances that I have picked up, and just share what fragrances I have acquired here recently and over the last couple of months. So I had purchased 3 Dossier fragrances, I don't know, it's been some months ago, and I have to say I was impressed because I am not a person that is big on inspired anything or replica anything in the past, or it's been my experience that replica, excuse me, let me get me some water, honey, that replica or inspired fragrances oftentimes smell cheap, they don't last, and they just don't. But I have to say that Dossier, they know what they're doing and they have gotten it right. So the first 3 Dossier fragrances I had picked up were Ambery Saffron, and if anybody has been on YouTube, they know that Ambery Saffron is inspired by Mason Francis Kirkjohn, Baccarat Rouge 540, and I was very curious about this scent because, like I say all the time, YouTube made me do it. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I do not watch television. I do watch some streaming services, but for the most part I watch YouTube. And so, hey, whatever is going on and a lot of people are talking about it, it makes me curious, especially because I love beauty products, skincare products, and fragrance. So, I tried to get some samples from the company, but they're in France, and for some reason I could not get them, even though I saw somebody here on YouTube, Keiko Beauty, and she had ordered some samples, which is where I got the idea from. So since I wasn't able to get the samples, and I'm not going to get in my car, drive to a mall just to smell a fragrance. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So I was like, well, maybe I'll never, have an opportunity to smell that fragrance, and I'm not going to do a blind buy on a fragrance that's $350. I own no fragrances that cost me $350, in one fell swoop. So, but I still was so curious about it, and every time I saw another video with someone talking about it, talking about how good it smelled, baby, I had to know. And so when I saw a lot of people doing the Dossier reviews and they had purchased the Ambery Saffron, I said, well, this is about as close as I'm going to get to it, so I ordered it. And let me just say, I love it. It smells so good that I'm actually considering buying the original, not anytime soon, maybe for a special occasion like my birthday, or if I want to celebrate something. And since I never smelled it, I don't know what it smelled like. I didn't know if this actually smelled like it or not, but just so happened I think the week that I got this, so yeah, I've got this about either a month or a month and a half ago, I went to the dentist, and when I went into the dentist office, I don't know what you call the person that's at the receptionist or whatever, he was like, "Ooh, smells like Baccarat Rouge to me," and I was like, "Yeah, it's Baccarat." I said, "It's a Baccarat cousin." And he was like, "It smells just like it," because he said he had it. And so I was telling him, what I was actually wearing and where I got it from. He was like, well, this smells just like it. So, you know, I'm not trying to go around to prove it to anybody that I'm wearing Baccarat Rouge. I'm just simply saying I love the fragrance. So let me move on from there, or I'll be going on and fawning over this fragrance. I love it. I love it. So the second one I got, and this was a blind buy. I was just looking at the notes. Never heard of this fragrance, but I love roses. So I decided that I was going to take my chances, and so I picked up Dossier's Floral Rose, which is inspired by Le Labo Rose 31. Baby, I love this. I love this. It does not smell like a bouquet of roses. It just smells divine. When I tell you, I had to stop myself. It smells so good. I absolutely love it. And then the last one that I picked up in my original Dossier haul is Oriental Tobacco. And this one is inspired by Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, which is another fragrance I have been wanting to pick up, but I did not want to drop the coin for it. And I love the smell of a tobacco leaf, and that's the reason why I wanted to get it. So I had never smelled the fragrance. It was just knowing that it had that tobacco leaf note in it, and I like the smell of tobacco leaf, and I was like, ooh, I knew I would love this. And a friend of mine, he actually owns it, and we were talking about it, and he was like, oh yeah, it smells really, really good. And I was like, oh, well, we'll see. One day I might have to break down. But when I saw it on Dossier's, when I saw Oriental Tobacco on Dossier's website, baby, I knew I had to get it. And so the first 3 fragrances, I was super, super satisfied, which inspired me to purchase more fragrances. And the good thing about Dossier is the more fragrances you purchase, the less you pay. You get a discount. And if you use, well, I use Capital One Shopping, and it finds discount codes for you as well. So I end up purchasing 5 more fragrances, and I paid just a little over $100 for all 5 of them. So baby, I got a good discount. So I picked up, let's see what I have here. Ooh, so excited. Oh, okay. So this was one I have been wanting to try. It's Fruity Oakmoss. Fruity Oakmoss. I don't know if this thing is focusing or not, but whatever. I'm telling you, it's Fruity Oakmoss, so believe me. Fruity Oakmoss, and it is inspired by Creed, A Vintage for Her. And this is another one, the Creed, A Vintage for Her, that I've heard a lot of people talking about, namely Brittany Pockets and Bows. I need to stop watching her channel because she gonna have me in trouble if I don't watch it. And so I mean, the first smell, I haven't really worn it. You know, I did spray it one time. I liked it, but you know, for the price, like I said, you know. Oh, you know what? I'm on another video. I started to get confused because I just made a video about a haul, and I was saying that, you know, when companies offer discounts, that's an opportunity for me to try something I've been wanting to try. So, you know, the price point is right for me to try a fragrance to see if I like it. And the other good thing about Dossier, even though I haven't had to do this, is it's a money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, they said they'll give you your money back 100%. So that's the first one from this week's haul. Who's next? Who's next? Child. Okay. Now this one wasn't one that I wanted to try. It was one that was kind of more like nostalgic. Excuse me, water. It was more, I purchased it out of nostalgia. So I used to wear Dior's Miss Dior Cherie. I absolutely loved Miss Dior Cherie. Well, then they stopped making it, or they reformulated, but whatever it was, I wasn't able to find it. So this was back in like 2008, and so I wasn't able to find the version that I had been wearing. When I say I was absolutely in love, I was absolutely in love with it. So I happened to be perusing Dossier's website, and when I was on there, I saw that they had one that was inspired by Miss Dior Cherie. Now, it said it was a 2017 version. I don't know what that smelled like, but I figured I would take my chances, because if by chance it smelled like the version that I used to wear, I was like, I gotta have it. So I picked up this one, and I have to say, it smells not 100%, because like I said, I do know that they reformulated. As a matter of fact, I went and did some research, and I know that Dior reformulated the Miss Dior Cherie, so, but it's pretty close. And so, like I said, for the price point, I am satisfied with that. So moving on, who's next? Who's next up? Okay, so my next one is Floriental Coconut. Oh, you know what? Now this might be one that I send back. This is Floriental Coconut. And Floriental Coconut is inspired by Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc. And I have been wanting to try Soleil Blanc, because just looking at the notes, I figured it was something like a really nice summer scent. And again, Brittany Pockets and Bows was talking about how this was her mom's favorite fragrance, and that, you know, she liked it, but it wasn't 100% her judge. But, you know, when I looked at it and I read the notes, and I was like, well, you know, it looks like something that, you know, I would like. And I don't hate it. I just don't love it. And I'm like, you know, I'll probably send this one back, because if I can get another Ambery Saffron in its place, bye-bye Floriental Coconut. So Floriental Coconut, I mean, it's okay, but I just don't see myself, it's not something that I will see myself reaching for. So I'm on the fence with that one. But she is inspired by Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc. So, and next up we have, Floral Rhubarb. Something else that I have been seeing everyone on YouTube talk about, and Floral Rhubarb is inspired by Marc Jacobs Perfect. I never smelled Marc Jacobs Perfect, but just reading the notes, it looked like something that would appeal to me. And I do have to say, it smells really good. I like it. So I'm satisfied with Miss Floral Rhubarb. She's going to be staying in my fragrance collection. And the last one that I picked up, I'm not even going to try to read the back of the box because I need my reading glasses and I don't have them, is Floriental Almond. Yes, ma'am. So Floriental Almond, I believe this is inspired, yeah. So this one is inspired by Carolina Herrera Good Girl. And I feel like, I can't remember if I've smelled Good Girl before. I know I've smelled some Carolina Herrera fragrances, but I like it. You know, I don't have any complaints. So between the fragrances that I have picked up with Dossier, all of the fragrances that I already own, I think I am set probably for more than a year, especially because we're not really venturing outside the way that we were. But I wear my perfumes in the house, honey, because I just love a good fragrance. I'm just a fragrance girl. So anyway, that is it for my Dossier haul / collection / mini review on these fragrances. And I will see you next time. Toodles!